a theme about, guiding steps in the Bible, so you have to recognize, like, about a soul charter. And that's probably something we're born with, okay? Because one of the big ideas is always, where did the wicked people come from? And, it's like, what made Adam and Eve take the temptation versus anybody else? It's like, what opens the door, right? And, like, I don't know, because I think I've been probably something of a sinner, like, I've definitely gone through, like, a little bit of a sticky finger phase. I definitely went through, probably what could be considered some level of lust, probably some considered concept of gluttony, but the Bible says that they're going to go down by their devices. But there's also this concept of, like, what is guiding our feet, right? So then it's like, exactly, so if you look at your same concept of soul charter, it's like a godly person's feet are going to be constantly guided to the most amount of love, probably, unless you find a Satan who just thinks you're an abomination and just wants to torture you. But a wicked person's soul charter and steps are going to always be guided to the most amount of torture, okay? So that's why it makes then further sense when you know that the mercy of the wicked is cruel and mercy is supposed to be steadfast love. So even, like, the love of the wicked is cruelty. Now, what is the real definition of love? It's definitely not, it's definitely not just a rosy feeling. It's got to be some other kind of huge conceptual, construct and mechanism. I think that that's probably why God ends up getting further defined as being, sort of righteous and truthful. He's the honor versus the wicked are going to be the dishonor and the liars. And they're like completely oppositional to each other. So, all we know really is that the wicked, aren't going to interfere with anything that's, like, God ordained. But then, is everything God ordained? Or, is everything, are all his children ordained because he potted them all? We don't know. And then it's like, is it only the children of God? Can a wicked switch over to be a child of God? I think that they have to go turn the completely other way, but I don't see how their footsteps are ever going to guide them there. Unless Jesus is really trying to save the wicked. I think he's trying to save the children of God. I don't know.